to explain a little bit about the 5 internal energy training setup, how it works. So we call a Tai Chi is coming from the Chinese tradition, and basic is just people realize the nature and learning from the nature and getting ideas how is the nature built, how is the life to be growing in these environments so properly. So in Tai Chi training, we call the followed by the many different methods of training, but also the final goal is we call the melt into the nature and coordinate the growing, maintain the life force with the nature. So together, in Chinese we call 要融入自然啊，要融入自然。Yeah. So Tai Chi have many different style. And have a Yang style, have a Chen style, Sun style, Wu style. Each this different style is like a family, followed by the family history. Originally teaching passed by the generations by family, but also with the modern development right now, everyone learning Tai Chi is looking for, is already way completed public, to many of people could have an opportunity to learn. Okay. And when we talk about Tai Chi, the one of important things we call the traditional Yin Yang philosophy, we give a very simple guideline for idea, introduce the traditional Yin Yang philosophy first. Okay, what do we call the nature? What do we call the universe? What do we call the the original base? We call the Wuji. You can see this center, the circle, empty circle. In Tai Chi training, we just not only talk about it in Yang theories, we talk about how to relate it with our training. For example, if you want a training in Tai Chi in deeper, you need sink into the mind, a quiet mind, into the master level, which is no levels level, we call Wuji. I don't know, you can get it, it is complicated. Wording, okay, is boundless, is everything, but this is called Wuji levels, okay, the develop. So Wuji level, how to relate our trainings. You do meditations, you're finding the fundamental basis beyond the fundamental base, and use you can naturally apply for your movements, for your mind, leading all the later develop all the muscle list, all the coordinations follow. So this is from original point, the Wuji, we also call boundless. Okay, in Wuji side, to leading the whole movements, you need to have this. This is one of the Tai Chi specialty, different than the physical, just individually work, muscle work, even simple walk, right? Simple exercise is different. Okay, this is we started from the very, very fundamental part. The fundamental part we call is not like which part is the fundamental, is beyond any exceeding mortals. We call combination of, mortalized, or combination of the mindset, and also complete is the 4 dimensions, the truth of the universe. We call this is called Wuji. It's not just emptiness, and emptiness is just one side of the Wuji. And also you cannot call is the emptiness, but also you can call is everything too, same time, because beyond exceeding things and beyond the emptiness things. And this is called Wuji. The concept, this theory to set up, kind of quite complicated beyond people want to have. Usually have either bigger and more bigger, or small or more small. A lot of we have used to the comparisons. Comparisons is Tai Chi level. In Wuji level, there are not comparisons. It's biggest, nothing beyond. Okay, but smallest, nothing below. Then why we use this complicated word to try to sharing something you cannot prove it. Okay, this is just to go by with the tradition, and we want you slowly understood. Original people have thousands of years, how the people bring from the very fundamental part to understood the nature we have 1,000 years ago or now, whatever the development is, but how people learn and realize all these things, such things, harmony and connections, winning or fires, whatever it is from the nature. People think about it, or stars, right? So it's one of a simple mind of people understanding the nature. Wuji. Beyond is, we want to go through original people's process. Then you understood all each step the people already made. Then you'll be able to follow the step, rebuild here to learning Tai Chi. And also you can even replace original develop, redevelop the concept of the nature. What you have, you process the Tai Chi wisdom, you process the Tai Chi mind, you training the Tai Chi internal, then deepest, and we call it the deepest, but not boundless, the truth of the Tai Chi theory, starting with Wuji. This is something I like to share, and how is the Wuji related our training, how the Wuji, how we can explain Wuji in my personal, and you have your own too, because everyone have his individual's mindset, understanding ways, but we can sharing this. By sharing this, you slowly understood, oh, that might be have other approach, that maybe have other way to explain the same thing, but that way is our polish our brains, getting even better and fully aware and fully understood and more understanding. We never be fully understand it. Okay, more understand the truth of the nature. That's what we do in our Tai Chi training. We use meditation, standing meditation, sitting meditation, laying down meditation, and especially Tai Chi is two different meditations. One is standing meditation. That's what we mostly focus on, not too much sitting and lying down. And the other one is we call it moving meditation. Whatever you're doing and you follow all these moves, we call moving meditation. And moving meditation is kind of like you're doing all the movements, but also mindset is linked to the truth of the nature, the deepest, nothing beyond. What's that? Wuji. Not Tai Chi, it's Wuji, completeness. Have this, and you'll be able to run through the whole system naturally to practice Tai Chi skills. Wuji linked to Tai Chi, linked to the Sancai, later will be introduced. This is called Wuji. We can never be ended. There are always things to explain it. And surround the Wuji. Wuji, nothing can really exact to explain. This is the Wuji. No. Because any word you put on is after work. It's not really the original. It's already developed, already have limitations. So we can talk about surround the Wuji and make you understood the boundaries of the Wuji. Okay, this is for Wuji. I want to share a little bit, and If we want to talk to deeper in Wuji, you can have a millions way to explain it, and that really not end. Okay, then let's talk about the Tai Chi. Tai Chi is after Tai Chi represented theoreticals, represent all this theory, represent all these training methods, represent all the developed, represent the way of the Tao of the universe, represent many different methods, many different science, many different whatever is the exceeding developed. That's called Tai Chi. That's not called Wuji, but it is also part of the Wuji and part of exceeding things in Tai Chi's theory. So what they mean? Any simple methods, any simple technique, any like movements, hard in Tai Chi we call yin yang, hard, cold and soft, like hardness and all this big and small. The exchange, the transform form of the nature is Tai Chi. What does it mean? Represented two power shift, represent the communication from the two powers, represent yin growing yang, yang growing yin, represent the vital balance of yin and yang, represent the process of methods with the yin and yang. This is called the Tai Chi logo. Represent the full theories, represent a full technique. Could be every little fundamental particle is Tai Chi theory. How yin, minus, and plus, how positive and negative, how everything goes. How do these two things are coordinate and harmony or balance against, and the make the way to all the theoretical moves and to be working together or to be fighting together. That's called Tai Chi. Different than Wuji. Wuji beyond any limitations, beyond any process, but every process, beyond any limitation, but in full. Wuji and Tai Chi. Tai Chi is represent full material side. Let me give you this kind of thing. Anything you can see, anything you can touchable, anything you can imagine and thought, and you can speak out, Tai Chi. So Tai Chi will have a fundamental base. But because our yin yang theories beyond Tai Chi is boundless, they are not fundamental base. So you need to have a coordination between or emptiness or Wuji and Tai Chi in there. Tai Chi is just part of the Wuji. We can even say, just in simple way, we can say it's material side, but also have a spiritual side too. That is coordination. The in full is the Wuji, but in develop even spiritual side, even one emptiness or nothingness, anything you can talk about it, that is already Tai Chi, because it already have size, two principal things, and time. Original we say 时空. Training Tai Chi, you play with the fundamental theories and methods in the 时空, time and space, right? But training Tai Chi also achieve our final goal, or even not final goal, the final goal, okay? So it's called melt into the Wuji, is naturally react. Whatever apply in any part in Tai Chi world is also Wuji too. You pop through both, merge Tai Chi and Wuji. And we don't want to get in too complicated. We want to talk about it in Tai Chi training. We use in Tai Chi, Tai Chi form is with the Tai Chi Yin Yang theory. In Tai Chi, we're doing slow-based training, smooth, coordinated, consistently to do it. In Tai Chi, we're doing fast combined with slow to training, changing the speeds. In Tai Chi, we're doing movements with breathing. All the different training methods. What's the main training methods? You can see that is, where is the theory in Tai Chi? Look at the Tai Chi logo right now, rotate, right? Look at the Tai Chi logo right now, the rotations. One power, the other power balance. Between powers transform, between the balance represent the exchanges, the theory of the exchange, yin-yang exchange, the methods of yin-yang exchange. So you need to understand in the Tai Chi, okay? In Tai Chi, we can use this simple way, we call, the two big, we call the big fish, yin-yang fish. The two big wheel, and in the gray color, and one big of the wheel, like in fire color, which will represent the 水火. 水火 just represent two different particles, not 水火. It's represented two different things, balance each other, okay, to rotate. The center S represent theories that transform the methods, the way how the transfer shows the power. The other two things I wanted to let you know is, in the gray area, they have a one, we call the red. In the red area, we have a one, we call the black one, gray areas. What this represent in Tai Chi? This represented the potential hidden force. The exchanges, the fundamental or beginning exchange, not even apply to any materialized yet. For example, this is yang, it's yin the yang have a potentially, yin the yin have a potentially yang. Yin the yang have a potentially yin. What's the mean potential? Have an ability, not even develop yet. You don't see this yin and yang touch any edge or any side of it, not really started yet, not even processed yet, but have the original wuji essence in there. So, to coordinate our internal Tai Chi training, what do we use this yin-yang methods? Okay, 我再讲啊, this is in Chinese traditional, we call the big wheel is fish, or is called 后天气. Yeah, the small wheel, small dot from the big wheel, like a fish eye, the eyeball of the fish, that's called 先天气. Not even started, not even processed yet. But it's potential, it's there. So when we training Tai Chi, we need to hold on to, what do? We use we just simple use it. We use up to generate down, not really doing, just doing, use up to do, then doing down, up, down, or left, right. This is called materialize. Materialize, not talk about it. It's called separation. Either cutting half, not process or separation. What does it mean? Either front or either back. In Tai Chi, it's different. Tai Chi use the traditional methods. If I go front, I use the backward to maintain. I try to create we call the fish ball, the eyeball of the fish, kind to generate from the nothingness, slowly reach to the front. It's based on the back to create it front, based on the up to create it downward thing. Yeah, based on the big to create it shrinking and small, and based on the small to generate and then bigger and grow. What's this about it? If you training Tai Chi, if you can call your Tai Chi is a Tai Chi, you need to have this philosophy or theories supported. Otherwise, that's not Tai Chi, it's just physical move. No different with any other exercise. So create Tai Chi movements, use the traditional Yin Yang philosophy, or not a philosophy. We call the Yin Yang theory. You can't say just a philosophy, okay? Up, down combination, what shows in the movement, fast movements combined with quickly movements, what shows the spirit of Tai Chi. Whatever have this Yin Yang theory behind it, supported, your Tai Chi movements shows differently, completely. We can tell by one look. We can't even tell by just feeling that. Don't have to look. If you have this kind in consciousness, when you do it, in the even beyond consciousness, then your form will be shows much different. We call it have a Tai Chi force in there because they have a rich, deeper Tai Chi philosophy support whatever your movements. That's the Tai Chi different with regular exercise. Talk about Tai Chi. So now related to our movements, we have a faster combined with the slow. We have if I want to move into the left, I generate is growing from right to create the left, growing from left to create right. So what do you have? You have a graceful, you have the much more balance. What methods you use? You use the center S of the yin and yang. Look at the screen, the center S of yin and yang. And you also use the fundamental part, all these potential, now even develop that kind of 先天气. And what do you even have? You coordinate with all the big fish, every powers right there. I mean, the big fish, I mean, represented two powers, okay? Could be big, okay, Tai Chi in size. The other one, I wanted to change it. Could be big as nothing beyond. Remember this, it's huge. Could be small, like nothing below. Very fundamental dot basis. It's all have a Tai Chi in there. Tai Chi is not about the size. The Tai Chi, what we're drawing, what you saw right here, is just represent two things balance. And we never can end. We don't want to opening up, but this is today we only give you a little bit related with a Tai Chi Yin Yang philosophy, how to relate our individual training. We're finding that kind of connections. They have a millions of ways to explain Tai Chi theories. We just use our familiar approach to explain that. Okay, Yin Yang training, Tai Chi, we have that. Now, this is a nature part related with our Tai Chi training. The next part we want you understood in the traditional Yin Yang theories we call 三才, 3 treasures. Look our develop the Yin Yang theory. I try to say the step. Number 1, I give you idea. Number 1, we call emptiness, but also beyond emptiness called wuji. Before Tai Chi is a combination of Tai Chi is in second level, something almost shows up. It's called 浑元气, original spirit. Is a combination of yin and yang. Wuji is boundless, everything and nothingness. Tai Chi, fundamental part of Tai Chi is the one, but including all the yin yang philosophy, every part, including the 2 part. Is the one, but including 2 part. It's called the foundation, fundamental part of the Tai Chi called 浑元一气. Original spirit, not even developed Tai Chi yet. That's our mind is the concept we should do in that way. So then Tai Chi, 2-part. This what we call is talk about it, transform, talk about it, series, talk about it, transitions. What does it mean? Talk about it, exchange and develop. What does it mean? 2 Tai Chi, 2-part. The 3 treasures is the way the process mixes everything together. 3 harmonies. 三才 in traditional. That means we still, no matter how you talk about it, yin yang theories or philosophies, you always relate it with your individual, or relate it with a group, society, or relate it with the nature. You find some skills to prove, to looking, or to exam, or to a trial, to practice your this yin yang theories, make more flows, more more smoothly, lightning speeds process without difficulty. That's called wisdom process, maintain and polish our understanding and the yin yang theory. I don't want to use the yin yang theory to be limited to that, but that's only we can explain. So we set yin yang theory or training methods is just give you an idea to let you understood. Actually, it's everything we talk about it, remember, is all beyond that. So 3 treasures. Let's use our individual, for example. Could be 3 treasures with including. If we said yin and yang, what's the mean yang? Yang, we can say empty mind or mindset. What's the yin? We can say mortal hardness. You thought your mind is yang. What's the mean? Hardness is the physical body. We just say individual right now, right? For Tai Chi practice, individual. What's that called? It's called yin. 2-part. Yin yang, remember, is not represented cold or hot only. It's just represented 2 things, two different parts. Okay, mindset and the physical body, 3 treasures harmony to make this life cell becoming one. Remember, original develop emptiness, Tai Chi, and San Cai. Then San Cai retreat training from a 3-part, we call the mind, the body, and what's next? The energy. The energy is link, transition, transform, the process of mind and physical body. The energy make, if you look at the Tai Chi logo again, the energy make the S of the yin yang logo. The process of yin yang logo. S, what's that? It's qi floated between our mind leading and qi flows and link to the physical body, working together. 3 things, the harmony, you'll be able to combine 3 into 2 and yin yang, combine these 2 into original 1, combine original 1 to make a natural apply. That's all called this is develop. The nature explanation, we try to say. This is a combination and 精炼归纳, 再 retreat to original forces, the true of the nature is. So this kind of process later give you ability to go through the original Wuji, and you make a traveling, you make a transform between spiritual world and to material world, and between universe is true of universe, or between even individually right here in this moment, in this is the time space. Small details could be huge and boundless and without time. The traveling ability, the mind flowing ability to give you the way, you're training more, you have a more understanding or better understanding about the transition, spiritual and materials, about the transition from mind and physical body movements and the coordination with the chi flows. You have a transition with individual life, how to coordinate with the nature, and how to even coordinate with the universe, how to maintain the life force in the different scales. Which scales? Human life, 100 years, or more, the life process. A bigger scale, nature already goes along many generations. We talk about the life of the natures. And if you have a big scale, you can say, oh, that's the whole galaxy developed. Talk about the more, that's the whole life function in the universe, how to apply. And even more, how about the life functionality or even non-functionality beyond the time and space? And downgrade yourself, go back to individual, how you from now in this moment to realize the truth of internal nature. They're not time, they're not sizes. You already exceeding, connect to the truth of the nature. Meditation, Tai Chi process, three treasures harmony together to make all those things connect. Then we talk about individuals training, body energy training, and we talk about the natures, how you look at the energy in natures. For example, you look for, we go to a Wudang mountain in China. You look at the mountain, the shape. You look at the nature, the sky and earth, the wind, the trees, the shape of the mountain, the feeling of invisible harmony. 你去了张家界 you go to the beautiful places. What do you saw? You see the big ocean waves. If you're standing there, your mind already open by what? By leading by nature. If you're fully training it, you go to these areas, you can much more better to understand what's the called harmony, three treasures harmony together. What about it? The life develop in there. How beautiful this nature create a life force, create a beauty of the nature in there. 用中文讲，像一汪清水一样，诞生了生命，非常纯的。所以那么多的优美的风景，那么多的这个 you see the harmony， 这叫什么呢？我讲这个是干什么呢？是让你找到三才的这个天地造化里边的气 ，finding the chi in the nature and use as exam to bring into individuals and made it yourself, you harmony and peacefully connect to the nature. You are natures. Connect to the nature, make a harmony to nervous your life force, individual's life maintain. 它这个生命力呢，不是一个 limited 说我们的这个 physical 的生命达到多久，是一个抽象的我们以后慢慢讲这个讲有点多把它延伸。Yeah, this is what we call the spiritual trainings in three treasures. After we did 1, 2, 3 is develop everything. Anything after that, you are using methods, using develop theories. You are use every part. 先天气、先天三元就3个啊，但是 all these 3 treasures together is built into Wuji together. After 3, it's all developed. And for example, that's what we call the natures. You can see any about it, harmony and peaceful. You can, oh, this is a beauty, how the water, how the trees growing, how this wind blows, how this sky and earth, harmony, nervous, and beauty and created. This is just very simple. They have a much more better, place. This for in nature, they have a much better the genius develop in any scale of the life develop, because we so get used to it, and you don't see the beauty of the life. Otherwise, see, I have my muscle, I have my clothes, I have my bones and joint. When I talk, is created life force. This is the materials, right? I use it as a tool. Try to think of that. The soul, the spirit behind and make all these things a process to explain the transition, to explain the other one. I give you other one. What's the original fundamental base? The other part, explanation. The message in the nature. The message, 信息. 信息 without transitions is there. The message. And also without heating transfer. 信息 is 能量. 我看到了信息，我这边可以 generate 能量。The power. It's the other transition we call the heatingless the transfer, called 信息。我们要注意 the message from true of the nature. Are you received or not? Use that part. The message in this environment. You see all this? You look at this? Oh, you polish again your Tai Chi spirit. How do you polish? You see the harmony, you see the beauty, you see the fish growing from the water, you see the tree growing, you see the wind, you see all this harmony in here on earth to develop. It's like we call same thing again, like a pure water, like a pure life cell right here, harmony and peacefully growing everything. But of course, they have a different informations distracting that too. 我们以后再讲，这个跟太极拳的练习不同了，那就会过渡到另外一个level 的，就是harmony or destroy, but also negative part. But is really true negative? No. If you can completely destroy everything, what the things left? The true of the nature. They are not such harmony and destroyed. And this is called the yin yang theories. When you get into that levels, we call the true Wuji levels. Okay, let's don't go too far. We talk about it, individual lives, how to coordinate with yin yang theories, and how to use. You can see yourself like a Wuji standing meditation posture. You don't have to have this posture. You can do anything standing and moving, or you can even just any movements could be doing the same way. Okay, but we go through training. I want you understanding better. I give you this kind of setup. This is like give you one. Like you go on the mountain, you build like you go upstairs. You need to build up each steps, allow you to walk up. Is so you can have the process. The truth is not about this kind of stairs. It's about your final goal, achievements. So, of course, related with the nature, sky and earth, and lifestyle. With this kind of small individual life, human life, this could be nature's all these living beings, the life that could be even Earth is a fundamental particle, is the life, the other scales. And also, of course, in this part is beyond scales, beyond individuals, beyond the environments, is beyond any of the galaxies or any of you can talk. This we call the original spirit is true of the nature. Original actions is true of the nature. Original energy is 3. We call this part is 先天气. Now this 3 not even developed. This 3 is there and not even developed, not even have a process yet, but this is have the functionalities, the key for everything. And also the emptiness, not even developed yet. That's called the 3 treasures. What we talked earlier, the 3 treasures, 叫后天3元, 就是 afterbirth, the 3 treasures. But what I talk right here, the 3 treasures, is 先天3元, is true of the natures. We use this one to explain, but it's not really separated as 3. It could be just original one and could be of everything or nothingness. You need to go through, okay, this bring limitations. Remember, I mentioned earlier, you also need, beyond that, you need to have a more. Beyond that, you need to have a more. That is boundless is the true of the nature. Don't put a scale on that. That's your habit. The smallest you have is you have a not limit. Don't put the limit on yourself. Make a free, we call 道法自然的 living beings in any scale of the life or not life forces. This is the truth, okay, in yin yang theories. Or not true, doesn't matter. I just give you 2 different kinds because there is 2 different kinds. Only we said the truth, you already created, what's that? No truth. You understand, I do not be able to go through that far, okay? So this is called, we're training Tai Chi is part of self-belief, part of self-understanding, part of a physical exercise too. Okay, no one wanted to do that. We just want a physical exercise to balance ourselves. That's good too. So we downgrade to the next one. We call after Sancai is all the 4 directions, 5 elements, A diagram, 6 harmony, and many 7 stars training methods, and a non-pilots. And this is traditional training. And from non-pilots or training original to retreat to original one, including everything. So we go through that. Okay. We talk about it next one, because this is all. Anything from now, I talk late next one is about it. Traditional yin yang philosophies process or training experience. You can use that traditional yin yang philosophies and not philosophy. We don't want to use that word. We just say you cannot say it, just original. Then you practice into any individual you set up level or methods, then you try to use that one to do it. Okay, this is some traditional, including of traditional, and this is just because the Tai Chi goes along thousands of years. They have a polished, they have approved, they have go through by naturally proof and 验证的一个理论体系，不然它的生命力不会延续到现在，早就没了。一定有它的精华之处。 anything can living so long like that by proof, by take everyone challenge from the nature of societies. They always have some treasure hiding in there, the diamonds hiding in there. The only way is we need to dig into deeper to learn and to finding the diamonds, okay, to finding the truth of the powers. Otherwise, the Tai Chi only probably one guy's try out that is already dead. And no, you can't now the last long 1,000 years, Tai Chi theory, thousands of years in the natures. No. We call later on, we call destroy. Okay, this is a harmony. Okay, idea. Now we use the Tai Chi Yin Yang 5 internal energy methods. This is including up and down and left and right for very simple principles. And the center energy training in Tai Chi always focus on the center training, center control, balance training. And in Xing Yi, they have other different internal training arts. Xing Yi always cross over. A lot is center lines. Ba Gua is a lot, it just goes circles, rotations. A lot of rotations move. A lot of rotation moves, Ba Gua movements, right? So all this Ba Gua in traditional 3 major internal training art, Tai Chi, whatever it goes, whatever you're doing, stay center balanced. Ba Gua, whatever it goes, a lot of rotations, circles. And the Xing Yi, all straight cross. Yeah, all straight forward. 3 different. Why all this internal training, 3 systems, and also for many years? Because all the grandmasters develop is coming. He found out that his way to training from the Yin Yang philosophy. Remember, what we taught today is beyond styles. It's beyond processes. And if you understood the truth of behind the theories, you have your flavor exercise, you have your pretend you wanted to desire some exercise, you created that kind of styles. But you have the ability, you can create a style. But if you don't have the yin yang theory support, if you don't have the fundamental part understanding, you try to develop a style. That style is built on what? It's not built on this system. It's built on part of cutting the edge part, a small branch there that is not circulate. The style you build it is not fully circulated. He out of the big 营养，传统的营养没有，只做一个空的啊，是不行的。好，没关系，可以过，没关系的啊，没事。我们在讲呢，就是 this is we talk about it. 5 internal energy training and coordination. Also, we not relate our self training. Yeah, 没关系的啊，没事啊。然后呢 ，yeah, related with our trainings, we wanted to do, for example, 5 internal training. If one person, muscleish, everything, but the kids is different. All the beautiful life beginning with all very good coordination because, and after for many years educations, he get growing in the other side, in the mature world, getting theories, getting the way, the habit, and good habit and negative habit, then people starting isolate his maintain, react to the nature and becoming a stylized. Okay, this is just a bug. It doesn't see the beauty of the life. Oh, this is just the way you normally do. Actually, the wall build up, the people, the life from the kids' original coordinations so beautifully from heart to brains, all coordinate together and becoming divided by habit. Then, so in Tai Chi training, we try to base on the habit and try to slowly rebuild the true beauty and pure and beauty about original. Oh, we can say a baby energy, so 天真无邪哈。Pure energy idea 哈，所以这是一个 5 internal, but one person already have so muscleish, so not coordinate, so stiff. How we do it? We use 5 internal training methods to help them to finding the way to training individuals. The best way, if you can get a deeper meditation, it's a simple way. You don't need to have any develop, then people are already finding the truth of the nature, okay? And not need a process, but normally it can't. Okay, that's our in theory, so we can't do that. But in real world, they're not. You keep telling them flowing, you keep going like a muscle rocks. Okay, and it's different. And so what do? Break it down and not use the higher level spiritual training. Oh, we go to down. How about you make a left, right, and right, left, make a smooth like a wind blow, or like ocean waves, or like something floaties, right? So get in coordination. The 5 internal energy training methods is to try to build it. We talk about individual, not even nature yet, not even universe yet, just individually. So wide crane we use is maintain balance, cleaning the body from up to down, from sky to earth. Rebalance, parallel, balance all the muscles, the bone and joints, and make this line, use this weight here. We already on the earth. Use earth to try to balance, like you hanging like a silk. So head leading up, slowly drop. So the whole body system, instead of have many different habits, now becoming leading up smooth, like a brush our hair, brush hairs, or brush the silk to make what? To make a whole body smooth. Coordinate. 所以第一个功法呢叫洗髓功，或者是松劲功，肌肉骨骼的 maintenance of balance. And what I just did a simple view to go through the 5 internal. Later we can try a little bit, okay? So cleaning the whole body to break through all the alignments, to make all the muscles moving together. It's called the 洗髓功. 洗髓功 have 3 different levels. 松静自然的肌肉骨骼, right? And 气路的 fluidities. Then beyond the chi is the mind, like a pure mind lining. Then naturally apply. This is the 洗髓功第一个. We use this one to get rid all these people's awkward positions, not balanced positions. Try to make like a hanging the silk, and 把这个乱头发 different kind of like not good, not smooth the hair, you can hang up and brush. 洗理调形洗心洗髓 cleaning the body to make it smooth and maintain. Why you do make this? Maintain our life force. Okay, 第一个洗髓功. Second one, training silk winding flow. People use it to so exact, moving right, moving left, moving up, moving down, just only muscles. Especially even more people use it just, if you don't use exact, you don't know how to do it. Okay, so what do we use? We use we call the silk reading force, silk rolls. Yeah, make all this hand training and leg spiraling, hands movements together. 用四肢入手，从四肢的动作上 arm and leg, starting from arm and leg, make the movements becoming not stiffness, not separated, not awkward, to becoming what? Coordination, to becoming harmony, Go back with the Tai Chi theory, right? To coordinate, to get all these graceful movements together, to finding the between shifting power coordinations between everything. Then what do? You're doing smooth, floated Tai Chi, silk winding flow. Then the third one, any life force without the breathing in the human body, the life force, no. Okay, what are we training? This is one of the fundamental techniques. What are we doing? Well, with these movements, we can have inhale, exhale, and winding blow, inhale, or natural breathing. To moving the body part, we call breathing technique. In traditional, they have 1,000 years ago, people use a turtle to say turtle breathing idea. This animal is just represent the way you're training, not really animals. Dragons, not the dragons, not evil, not anything. Dragon just represent the nature, have a way to how you flow this. Don't give the bad other picture for them, okay? Turtles the same, white cranes the same, representing cleaning and the balance or leading force, many different kinds. Try to cleaning the body, how you're leading, how you reach to the sky and earth. White cranes. Idea. So don't give animal doesn't mean anything. Animal just give if you training more, you can finding the way or the theories or behind it, the animal actions. You learn the skill. For example, in traditional, Zhang Sanfeng created Tai Chi Chuan based on what? Based on the snake. By the way, white crane, right? Snake, by the way, the white crane. I say, how that technique is, how the bite of the technique. So create this idea, story, right? So it's just story. So created the technique, created natural reactions, created some movements, and finding people use his arm and leg, use his tool to defense or to make attack results. So that way, he finding the Tai Chi techniques from the nature, from the bar, from the snake, by the way, the crane. Now, same thing, all of human society develop is learning from nature, nothing else. No matter how advanced you develop is you just finding the original things in there. You never be innovation or develop, because it's exciting. You just find the way how to apply. Same thing. He found the natural reaction create. It's just an idea. Okay, we call the turtle breeding. I don't want you distracted by animals. Okay, because this is your habit. That's just animals. So why you 5 animal trainings? It's kind of too simple. No, we way beyond the 5 animal trainings. Okay, just to make sure you don't limit it by that. Okay, but why we use the 5 animal trainings? We use this, give you what? Give you stairs, give you steps, let you slowly to walking, climb up, give you ladders. Otherwise, you cannot pop up and you don't go through the process yet. So anything after 3 is the process and develop. And give you, it's a tool for your use. Hand you tool for your use to training. They have, of course, go through this training. The other one, I forgot one more right here. The other ones we call tiger growling. It's what? It's what dantian rotations. We have a lot of many different technique training to rotate yourself. So you do Tai Chi, you have a stiff body, you no matter even you're doing all this flowing, it's not Tai Chi is still locked right here. We do a lot of movements, running, right, spiral training. What happens? Every time you're doing next time, for example, if I wave hands, my internal naturally, the stomach naturally go with it. Go process with it. See, internal is like a rotation. 周天旋机图里边的变化呢，变化万千，多着呢。Internal trainings. Many different ways of internal training. Someone especially focus on that training. You can see many different style, yogas, meditations, or other ones. He have all his explanation internal trainings, but we try to do is we can do in that same way. We don't need to too. So just you understand why we build up internal training with it is try to create it, the training methods for you to go through the training to get it ability, to give you skills, to give you ability, to give you awareness, to understand the true of nature idea 哈。所以要练5种功法，是真正的基础，是真是一个 treasures, and it's not thing you can really writing or make only one video or make something. It's sharing. Is sharing, use my examination, use my thought, the way to process, give you all your ideas, you make your own way process. That is the treasures for that. Is sharing is a treasure. You can get it in multiple different dimensions, multiple different ways. Instead, you copy my movements, you learn it as a quantity limitation. If you don't, limit it yourself, you learn it as a reference, as an example, and process your own, you learned is essence of internal energy training. That's what we call internal training essence, the methods. That's what I wanted to share. Okay, see, I all use this is in Yin Yang philosophy, Yin Yang theories. Okay. Of course, individually, what do you have? If a human body get all these coordinations, harmony, and peaceful, and get used to the nature, connect to the nature, connect to the environments, what do you have? Your mind system, and this is to go by the Western. I teaching in Stanford for a while and teaching the medical course. We have all this fundamental. We find the relationship between Eastern and Western. They are not different. Only things we look like Dr. Peter Wins. I really like his idea, like a Gloria. Yeah, okay. The whole person health. Look the whole body as one life cell. I really like it. This is why we like it. Even Western, not Western or Eastern, it's just the truth of the life process, right? So Harvard Medical School's scientific research form and our Stanford's Tai Chi science form, what are we doing? We are using these different way components, areas, or techniques, or golden standards to what? To a more polished and more smooth of what our treasures of traditional Tai Chi Yin Yang theories. Go through that. Then you're finding the better way to explain, use multiple different language and multiple different background. I use my Tai Chi Yin Yang philosophy, maybe only 1/3 people, I got idea, but a lot of people not get idea. But if he used Western sciences, the system, or maybe a lot other like a percentage learned and understood, and also open a way to communicate, to merge two things. They are not such Western or Eastern medicine or medical, whatever. The only have is you do know each other, so you have a divided. If you truly know, they're not divided. They're the same thing, different way to explain. That's what we use. Yeah, 先进来，没事。带孩子，你们在最那边啊。好，谢谢，没事。所以，当然我们用这些。如果我的传统的 ，if our traditional yin yang philosophy, we don't find it, prove it in the Western golden standard, it's wrong. So we find it and really works, give even more confidence for us to sharing our knowledge, to sharing our experience, to what? To all those global, communities. That's our goal. Everyone's just a very limited time and resources, but this is our interest. At least we can share what I can. Everyone. If everybody do that, it will be huge. But the true thing is not. This is my interest, but someone might be together too. So this is called the Western scientific methods, and how to coordinate our A diagram, how to coordinate our 5 internal energy training methods, body, energy, spirit, all integrate together. That's how that works. That's how the Western, I have some Chinese, I'm sorry. It's just, they have all the movements, sporting, systems, breathing technique, all the digestion systems, circulations, all those. Becoming as, this is the proof. This is my map working together with the traditional. What is this proof? This is already like a long time ago, I made it. This already prove it's the same concept of Harvard University integrated medicine's whole person health, the theoretical setup. That's why I'm so happy and to meet them. And, I'm involved with Dr. Ong. We all like to be part of that because doing the same thing we are interested in. It's so happy them, and they have a more ability, have a more resources. If a long time continue to do it, I can see how big things he can benefit from all the natures, all the communities. That will be huge. I like that too. So you see all this, this is in my brain, but that also is coordinated with them together. So I like it too. So now we give a little bit of short break. I'll give you questions, and then we have a little while then left. So this is Xi Sui Gong, how look like. This is just any simple way you can do it. If you have all this fundamental training, your movements are becoming magnetic idea, becoming carry the chi, or becoming carry the things, because it's different. And if you don't have all this set up, you're doing probably just outside, we call this is the egg. This is egg. If you know the theories, you're breaking the two centered egg, the heart of the egg. If you do know the theories, what are you doing? You squash the egg, the outside 一个壳，你只是在那挠壳，没入骨髓呀。所以我们要练骨髓 ，deepest you can to dig in to understanding more. So this is the Chinese Gong, what it look like, just an idea. And also this is a breathing technique, how to use it. This is you can create your own, but it's better right now just to follow up, because we have so many years experience with all these traditional theories. I created one simple technique for you to follow. I created the stairs, let you to climb up. I created that each step. So it's better to following, go by. Then from the following training, you get experience. Then later on, when you truly get the essence, you can develop your own, no problem. Completely different my format, completely different orders, all working fine. Understood, right? So This is the Kai He Gong, this is the Dantian Neizhuan. And all these four parts we call the four directions or four animals. And it's a coordinate with center. 5 internal training, we talk about the tiger. The center one is called standing meditation, Wuji Zhuang. The Wuji Zhuang is we call the center balance point or center tripod. You traditionally call tripod. Okay, to receive the benefit from the training from a from a Xi Gong, you receive essence put into the center from a energy rotation, dragon waves, and you training here get a benefit or experience. What are you doing? Receive right the center. You from a breathing technique, you receive a benefit, skills, you gain abilities, be put it into the center. From a Dantian rotation, you're doing put it into the center. What happens? The center balance point we call meditation is getting all the essence from a different part of training. What's the essence is ability, a skill, and the experience, and the way to do it beautifully and smoothly and to run through the harmony, the essence into the center. In the center, you slowly build up pure energy and the spirit. Tai Chi is spiritual art. You go through all these training methods into center one. Retreat to Wuji. Retreat to Wuji. Go through the empty mind part and link through every technique behind. So clap two things combine the spiritual and the materials together into one. They are not separated. Combine with, okay, in this system, you standing, no move, your mind could be traveling lightning speed in the space and boundless. In every individual's training, you can't make it, the essence right here is also linked to the center mind. 动静相因，快慢相间，是吧？整个动作刚柔相济，吞吐收发。All this breathing technique, traditional, all working together, becoming Tai Chi skills. That's what we want to do 5 internal energy training methods to give people a breakthrough and from physical movements, from a pretend as a Tai Chi movements to the deeper levels of Tai Chi movements. So in theory part, I'll give a little break, then we stop sharing. And any questions, you can talk about it, let me know.